Ready.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And some room to roam now. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing is Lewis. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Here we go.
Now Lewis. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
To throw on 2nd down, Lewis. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of the game has a mental image of how they expected to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series, but the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Looking to throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run again with Hunt. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Come on, set.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. He Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. And what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kareem Hunt, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Dolphins now at 2-5 to start play. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
6-0 our score after 1.
On the double.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ready?
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg, Lewis. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Emmanuel Agba, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, but not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Gets this one to Juszczyk. They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Come on, set.
They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. It was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Looking to throw. Lewis. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That's complete left side to Gray. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. A carry here for Hunt. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Off play action. Lewis. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Mevis knocks this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. The full start backs him up 5, first and 15. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak. Because
this is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
52 blasters.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
They'll look to throw. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
On the set.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Ready.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that leads you into bigger errors.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 99 yards on the ground now for Hunt. It'll be a 1st down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Let's go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Set.
Off the play fake. Lewis. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking it.
And he coughed it up! So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Lewis swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but when he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Lewis. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here we go.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Lance, 14 yards. And the 49ers are able to cut into that deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
78 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. .39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Throwing is Lewis. Flush to his right. And he completes it to Hunt. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right? And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Ready?
They'll try and throw for it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Javon Holland.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. Remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. From way up at the 23. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
97.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here we go.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Red cycle.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Ready, break.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Now Lewis. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Miami, a loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for San Francisco,